kid, I was so fascinated by ancient Egypt that at one point I actually wanted to become an Egyptologist. So this book really struck a chord with me. At almost 1,000 pages long, it's a pretty big book. So if you want to learn more about Cleopatra, this is for you. If you don't care about Cleopatra, maybe skip this one, but for myself, I thought it was totally engrossing. It was so interesting, I think it could even please people that don't like that stuff very much. So Cleopatra, I know everybody's heard of Cleopatra, but to give you a little mini context, Cleopatra was an Egyptian queen who ruled about 2,000 years ago. In fact, she was the last Ptolemy who ruled Egypt. The Ptolemies were a dynasty that ruled for about 300 years. Since Alexander the Great conquered Egypt, one of his generals, Ptolemy, installed himself in Egypt and started that dynasty there. So Cleopatra was descended from that family. So the book is The Memoirs of Cleopatra by Margaret George. It's historical fiction, so there are a few invented parts, but you can definitely tell that the author did a bunch of research to make this as accurate as possible. Sometimes in history, they're not really, you know how it is sometimes, they're not exactly sure what happened. So in these cases, the author had to make choices on how to continue the story, and she generally chose Cleopatra's side, so it's more of a sympathetic Cleopatra. It's written in the first person, which I really liked, so it makes it really personal. You get all the details, and for myself, I thought it was really interesting. So Cleopatra was the lover of two very powerful Roman men, Julius Caesar, whom we all know, and Mark Antony, who we know maybe less about, but who is also an important Roman figure. So the book really, I'll just describe a scene. So the book really describes how at one point she decides that she needs to seduce Julius Caesar, and she's trying to do this to save Egypt. She thinks that Caesar is coming to take control of Egypt, and what she wants to do is protect her people at all costs. So what she does is she actually rolls herself up in a carpet to sneak into his chambers, and so that's how that happens. They end up having a true chemistry together, and they fall in love for real. So Cleopatra is portrayed as a very intelligent woman, but also as someone with a heart who falls in love, a devoted mother, and someone who above all just really loves Egypt and wants the best for her country. So if you like historical fiction, this is top notch. By the same author. I've also read other books. I've read Mary Queen of Scots, Henry VIII, Elizabeth I. They were all very good. I mean, Margaret George is excellent. But Cleopatra, I thought, was really something else. Margaret George has an amazing ability to really get inside Cleopatra's skin and all the other characters in the book and really make them come alive. You really feel like you know all these people. They're extremely well fleshed out, detailed. I mean, they feel like real people. For myself, it was completely riveting. Those 1,000 pages, they just fly by, and I just really recommend the book. Check it out. Let me know what you think. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.